Thank you.
Yes. So, hello and welcome to all the viewers. Today we have a very interesting and a dynamic person on board with us. Her name is Hepsen and she is from Turkey. She is a business and executive coach having rich experience is in business sector and banking sector. So today we are going to talk everything around coaching and mentoring and consulting so that we get the right knack of the industry, what it actually means. Should we hire a coach or they all are just fake or rather they can provide us some value. So we'll understand it all from Hepshin. So a warm welcome to you to our YouTube channel so that people can listen to you and know the insight of the coaching industry. A warm welcome to you, Hepshen.
Thank you. It's very nice to be with you. Thank you for inviting me, Ashkar. I am very glad to be with you. And I'm curious about the questions that you're going to ask me right now.
Perfect. It's totally our pleasure to have you on board with us. So, as we start with our session, the first and the very basic question I would want to ask from you. So, Hepshen, what is coaching all about? Like, how is it different from mentoring? How is it different from consulting? What do we actually understand by this term called coaching?
Great question. Okay. Now, the best way I can describe, I can define coaching is, it is the improvement and the change journey of the client and the coach also. It is the journey of the both sides. All the people are in a journey in their life, right? We are in a journey. So sometimes we have some challenges. We cannot succeed everything. And we need help. Every person needs help. And the area of the challenges differs. For example, sometimes it's about health, sometimes it's about business, career, or fitness, anything. So this is the right time when a coach involves a person's life. When you have a challenge and when you cannot overcome it, it is the right time to get a professional coach, okay? So what does that coach do when he comes or she comes to your life? We help the person to overcome these kinds of challenges by powerful instruments, by powerful coaching instruments.
So can you name a few? Those coaching instruments, what you're talking about, can you name a few, like, and also can you give some examples to our viewers that what kind of obstacles actually come in their on their journey and how a coach enters into their life and how a coach is able to help those people?
Fantastic. So what I mean by the coaching instruments is that, for example, a coach has the power of asking the right question. The right question at the right time to make the client to be aware of the solution, and also the right action, to be aware of the solution and to take the right action, the first step. This is the most powerful side of a professional coach. The second one is coaches trains also. We train people. We train them by documents about their challenges. If it's a business coaching, about the business document. It's fitness, about digesting, about any kind of things, you know. We have the training documents and training knowledge, and also the experience of the coach about the similar coaching cases or similar coaching sectors or people is also very powerful.
All right.
For the coach to be successful.
Is it necessary, Hepshen, that somebody, in order to do a coaching, has to have experience of similar industry? So, for example, every industry will have their own coaches, or a single coach can cater to all the industries. How does it actually work?
Actually, the industry experience is not a must to be a good coach. Because coaching is for every kind of industry, for every kind of people, every kind of challenge that we meet in our lives. It doesn't differ from challenge to challenge, person to person, to industry, because the important thing is that the ability of the coach to access up-to-date information to help the client or to help the person who is working with, who she is on the journey with. Okay?
All right.
For example, okay.
Yeah, please continue.
For example, in business coaching industry, content and context is sometimes confused with what you told at the beginning with consultant and mentoring. Right. In mentoring, it's a great advantage for a mentor to know about the sector he knows a lot about this, and he has great experience about the sector. For example, about textile sector, automotive sector, food sector, or whatever. And when he works with the company owner, business owner, he gives advices about this. He reflects his own experience about most of the sectors.
Right.
In consulting side, it's a bit different. Consultants are the experts of the areas. What I mean by area is that, for example, finance, marketing, sales, or maybe government incentives. They are the experts of these ones. And when they work with the companies, or the people, the team in the companies, they help them by working in the business with them. They work together with the people. They do the job instead of the team sometimes, okay? But
Right,
coaching is really something different than this. We are the co-pilot of the person. Yeah, it's exactly the co-pilot.
I understand.
In my coaching sessions, I mostly do both coaching and mentoring. Not only coaching, actually.
So I also listen it from a lot of people around us, and we listen it. I'm sure you also must have been asked this question, that coaches really charge a lot of fees, and coaches are really expensive. So I would want to understand this, like what is the fees criteria for any coach, and why is it in the air? Why is it in the market that coaches charge tremendously a high fees? So people even often ask that why should they pay just for talking. So I want to understand from you, like, why such a high fees is involved in the coaching business.
Good. Actually, if it's high, it depends on high for who and according to what. I mean, the comparison is very important.
Right.
About the input and the output are very important, of course. But what I would like to say about is that I think there are 4 points why a person should pay for a coach. Should maybe.
Hepsen, I'm not able to listen to you. Something went wrong.
Pardon me?
Yeah, now I can listen to you. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can hear me. Okay.
Yeah.
For example, about the business coaching, I mean, in my field, if the coach is good enough to improve the business faster than the business owner and the team, that's 1 plus, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Then it's good to hire a coach. The second one is that if the business has the potential growth to meet the return on investment of the coaching, so it's logical to hire a coach. Why not?
So if you can directly show them the growth, if you can directly show them the profit,
Sure.
and obviously there is a short growth map, then it's, I guess, no more an expenditure, then it's a kind of an investment.
That's it. It's a very good investment. Somebody comes to you and somebody helps you to earn more. Why not?
Right. So does the coach take any guarantee of the result? Like, are you sure shot that if somebody takes your coaching or somebody take anybody else's coaching, are the results sure shot, or it may vary on a lot of things?
I think I couldn't get the question. You are talking about the period, the time, or?
So, for example, let's say X person hires Hepshen as a coach for, let's say, 2 to 3 months and pays you a certain amount of fees. And during the beginning, you both would have discussed that these are the targets which he or she wants to achieve with the help of your coaching. So, do you guarantee that you will definitely be able to achieve those targets? And in case if those targets are not achieved, then what happens?
That's it. Okay. So I need to tell one more thing. For example, if a client will begin to work with a coach, one of the most important things is that there should be an alignment with the client and the coach. This alignment is from mind to mind and from heart to heart also, because they are going to take a long journey together. And most of the things about the business or the life, the social life, or the other things, they will speak about this in the sessions. So it is a great commitment with them. And this commitment should be at least 1 year so that the succeed will come. About the guarantee, in my coaching sessions, yes, I guarantee. Yes, I guarantee. I don't know the other coaches. But of course, this depends on some of the conditional sides of the conditional behaviors of depending on the business owner and the team, and their willingness to change, their willingness to do their homework. They have some homeworks also. They do something, and also they should be strong enough to give up from some of their habits in order to get to succeed and to goals, of course.
So the teacher or the coach or the mentor, or in India we say the guru, can only help you if the participant is willing to give their 100%. So
That's
if
right.
they do not agree to what you are telling them, guiding them, or what you are requesting them to enact, if they are not doing that, then definitely, even if the God comes on the earth, that even the God cannot help. Right.
Exactly, that's it. Everything begins from here. First the mindset change, and then the behavior change, and then the results change.
Right. So I guess I'm really liking this conversation, what is happening right now. So also, I would want to go back to the basics of the coaching, and I want to understand from you that is there any eligibility criteria, or is there any special course, or is there any eligibility criteria, or is there any specific education which one needs to undergo to become a coach, or somebody who has the knowledge of the industry can become a coach? How does the education of a coach comes into picture?
Comes into picture, yeah. Now, it depends according to the coaching companies, actually. Some of the coaching companies has rigid, very tight, very tight schedules about it. Some of them has not that much, but what I know is that in order to be a good business coach or a coach, at least being a university graduate is a bonus. And of course, fluent English is very important, because all of the dashboard and all of the knowledge, all of the seminars and the summits are in English. Has to know a very fluent English. And according to the demographic sites, on the other side, being a worldwide person, I mean, according to the mindset is very important. Passion is very important in these sites. And also corporate background, having at least a 5 years corporate background, corporate backgrounds gives a lot of experience to the person who does the coaching.
I understand. I understand. So I guess what you're saying, the person has to be really dynamic, really enthusiastic, and willing to learn, and should have some relevant industry experience as well, so that the person can give the coaching.
Yeah, it makes sensible. I mean, if you have a corporate background and if you have experience with the entrepreneurs and the corporate firms and businesses, it makes great sense. But that doesn't mean that a person who has never been in a business life cannot be a good coach. Of course, they can do good coaching, because coaching, the most powerful side of the coaching is to be able to ask the right question at the right time and to listen the client.
Absolutely.
The most
So
important.
can you also, for the help of our viewers, can you name a few organization on global level, on international level, who actually deals in the certification of the coaches, or can you recommend any of the organization to which anybody who wants to become a coach can reach out to?
Sure. For example, Action Coach is the world's #1 business coaching firm according to the number of countries that are wide world, and also the number of coaches in the world. I can recommend Action Coach strongly. I can highly recommend Action Coach. And in executive coaching, also Action Coach has very powerful tools. And Ericsson Coaching is also, I have got my degree from Ericsson Coaching, is very, very powerful. At the beginning level, it's very powerful. Right. And also there are some more coaching firms, but I have heard about Gazelle's coaching, scaling up. It's good about the team coaching. Right. When a coach wants to work with the teams, Gazelle coaching is really very powerful. These are the names I know.
Perfect. So don't worry, all the viewers. We'll definitely make sure to put all these names in our description box, so that if you want to reach out to any of these organizations, you will be able to find the link of these organizations in the description box. So, Hepchen, last but the most important question which I have in my mind for you is: so can you tell me a few benefits or some blueprint that why a person should hire a coach? and how that person can be benefited by hiring a coach. Because I see, I speak to a lot of entrepreneurs, speak to a lot of SME people. They are looking forward to grow their business. They are very enthusiastic. They are very dynamic, and they also have heard about coaching and to hire a coach. But somewhere I feel that they all undergo this dilemma that whether they should invest such a high amount into it or not, and should they really pay anybody any amount just for speaking. So I would want to ask it from you, like how those people can benefit after hiring a coach.
Okay, then I will add the 5 more stages to the 4 stages that I have told before. Now, there's a 5C formula of my coaching, of the coaching business on my side. The 5 C's are very important. They are all for the client. One is clarity.
Right.
When a client or when a person has a coach, he will be clear and aware of where he wants to go. I mean, about his vision. This is the first thing. The second one is courage. Client will, or the person who gets the coaching sessions, will have motivation and a lot of energy during the coaching sessions, and this will lead him to increase his courage about to do the things. It's about business or it's about the social life or anything. So the second C is courage. The third one is content. Coaches, powerful coaches and professional coaches have great content to train the client, to make the client know more about his challenges. And there are some PowerPoints, for example, in our coaching sessions. I mean, we use them, we give them to our clients to learn more about it. And after that, context is important in order to implement these in their lives, or in their business lives, in their social lives, in their private lives, isn't it? Context is. And the last one is the conclusion.
Right.
And the client is happy at the end. That's the 5C model of my coaching.
If they're able to achieve their goals, I guess the money which is spent on the coaching reaps really good result. So yes, thank you so much, Hepsen, for your time and energy and giving us so much clarity about the coaching business. And I'm sure after watching this video, maybe a lot of people would want to reach out to you for coaching, or maybe a lot more coaches would want to reach out to you to become a coach like you. So I'll put all your information in the description box so that the people who are willing to reach out to you can personally contact you. So thank you so much for coming on board with us.
Thank you. Same for me. It's really it's an honor for me to be with you here and with all the audience. I hope to see you as soon as possible then.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.